Oftentimes I feel like Ivy builds come down to things like this. I really love kudzu bombs, and don't get me wrong, I do too. I mean, when you get these little grassy tentacles all over your cheeks, it can make for a good afternoon. And trust me, I've watched enough hentai to know what some good tentacles can do. But I think she's much better as more of a hybrid kind of a character because her gun is actually quite good. You know, you have builds like this that actually do show that a little more, and that's kind of what I've been building around. Now, just a disclaimer, this is the first build I've actually made and that I'm going to be publishing and stuff, and first video I made on this game, so I've been waiting since I was actually a little more experienced in it before I did do that, and I'm just going to have some fun with it, so don't be too harsh if you wouldn't mind. But I want to have some fun with it today. So this is what I've been building on Ivy that I've really been liking, that I've been frying the most with. You're gonna see the gameplay today. We don't get super late game, but I'll show you a screenshot on screen right now of a game that I did have where I had a bunch of damage, and it's because of this build, and I was going crazy with it. So basically, when you are in lane, the first things you're going to buy, the only 500 items you're going to buy is Mystic Reach, Basic Magazine, and Extra Stamina. Obviously, Ivy does start with 4 stamina, as you can see here, so you can do 4 dashes, 2 dash jumps, whatever you need to do, which is very nice. But getting that extra one in there too is also very nice, and we're going to go take that to a superior stamina later, but we'll get there. These also have some nice boosts, like just letting you get a larger magazine, which with a fast shooting gun like Ivy's, lets you take down those creeps more and actually secure the souls, because something you run into often with Ivy, especially if you're not good with your ammo management, is securing the souls after you do kill the minions, especially if you're not punching them. So Mystic Reach is what I like going here. You could also sub that in for a Mystic Burst. That's really up to you, but I do prefer for the Mystic Reach to get that extra range, because we are going to go for the improved reach later on. After that, we get more expensive items. I like going for Spirit and Bullet Lifesteal, which I don't know if that's like expressly recommended, but it works really well for me in this build because of how much of both you do have, both damage types you do have, I should say. Now, those are going to give you some extra boosts, like both of them give you 75 health, which early on, that's going to be a nice little smack of 150 health, and that's pretty darn good. It gives you 23% Spirit Lifesteal and 28% Bullet Lifesteal. Now, after that, you're going to have Mystic Shot, which does scale as you get more Mystic or Spirit power in your build, I should say. So it's going to scale very well throughout the game, which I like quite a bit. That does also give you some more weapon damage and some base Spirit power. You're going to mix that with 3 big spirit items here, and basically the 3 that we're going to be upgrading for the rest of this entire game. That's going to be improved cooldown, so we can start spamming things like our kudzu bombs, our 2, our 3, and of course our ult as much as possible, give them some more power, and get some little spirit health shield. And after that, bullet resist shredder. Very important in this build if you're going to be trying to do damage with your gun as well, because it's going to reduce their actual bullet resist by 12% when you do spirit damage to them, which you don't even need to use your abilities to actually get this procced if you have Mystic Shot, because that'll proc some spirit damage and take that bullet resist down, which is very nice. Nice little combo right there, which also combos really well with Quicksilver Reload, which you can go ahead. I like to put this on my kudzu bomb, so as you can see, you can use all your bullets, basically use your one, and then it will instantly reload you, which feels very good right there. So in the middle of a battle, you can chuck down another kudzu bomb, and when you have extra charges of it, which we're going to, because we're going to go rapid recharge, then that is going to let you chuck a lot of kudzu bombs and reload a lot with that Quicksilver. Now after that is where we get into some of the bigger items for the actual gun, which is going to be Burst Fire and Titanic Magazine, which does build from Basic Magazine here. It's one of your 500 items. Those are going to give you some more actual fire rate and move speed, which is very nice when you start shooting your gun. And then just a really big magazine. You can see we have 73 bullets in the mag just after getting this Titanic Magazine, which also gives you a bunch of weapon damage and melee resist, spirit resist, stuff like that. So you gotta remember that spirit resist, those bullet resist, melee resist, they do come in other items that aren't just in the vitality tree. Speaking of the vitality tree, we're only gonna get a couple more things from here. Leech way later on if you do get to that late game, but first and foremost, superior stamina. Like I said before, you can see how many stamina we have here. After you get superior stamina, it feels amazing in game, especially for someone like me. I do really enjoy sprint boots and enduring speed, but I don't often build them on Ivy just because I have so many things of stamina that I'd rather just use that to get around, especially when she has her ult as well, and you have your 2, which gives you more movement speed later on. You don't need that sprint, in my opinion, as much, but if you still want to build it, you could. Coming down here, we're going to have rapid recharge. If you can fit it in, you should have some flex slots by now, so you can actually get that in there. I don't go for the early extra charge, but you can if you really wanted to. I wait until I have an extra flex slot, and then I go for the rapid recharge, and that's when you upgrade your superior cooldown and your improved reach, so that you can make your actual kudzu bomb here really big and really low cooldown. So you can see it gets really big by that point. And then of course, if you were actually to go ahead and have your max level kudzu, then you can see it's absolutely huge, and you're not even going primarily spirit damage. It does its job quite well. After that, to finish off these 3,000 items, you're going to get the actual toxic bullets here. It helps you get some actual life steal, or anti-heal, excuse me, which you do need. This and then Heal Bane are going to be like the biggest anti-heal items. I prefer this if you're going to be doing a lot of gun damage, because you can just build that up. And it is also a bleed on enemies, which scales for 5% of your spirit damage per second as well. So the more spirit damage you have, which we do in this build, of course, it's going to hit even harder. And you're taking that down, doing that spirit damage. Again, that's another way you can just shoot, and that takes down that bullet resist as well. Now in this little part right here, when you get here, that's 2 more 3000 items. If you can fit both, go ahead. But if you can only fit one, then I do usually prefer Intensifying Magazine. Gives you even more ammo. So as you can see here, we're going to have 81 bullets in the mag. And then of course you do get 20% extra weapon damage, but you get 60% max weapon damage for 3 seconds. And all you have to do is shoot somebody. So you literally just walk up to them, and as you keep doing damage, that damage is going to improve. And then your toxic bullets are going off, and your mystic shots going off. So you can see the damage kind of ramping up just like that. Bullet resist shredder even better. And you can go escalating if you would rather go for that. If you need to be tankier because people are just blowing you up with their own bullets, then go ahead and get escalating. You'll still get some fire rate and weapon damage base stats from this, so you'll still be fine with that. But I do prefer this if you're able to actually stay alive with things like the heal from your 3, the sustain from your 2, and your actual lifesteal because you have spirit and bullet lifesteal, of course. And then to finish it off, your last buys, like I said, you're going to get leech to get a bunch of extra spirit and bullet lifesteal, some extra health, cooldown reduction, weapon damage, so just everything you need at the end of the game to just stay alive and lifesteal like crazy. But you can either buy this one first if you're really struggling, you think you can just stay alive a little more, and especially sustain out of combat. If you just go hit a minion wave with your kudzu bomb, just lifesteal like crazy, sure, you can get leech first. But if you'd rather get just a bunch of damage first, you can go Spiritual Overflow, which is very much so similar to Mystic Shot, but they don't build into each other. But what it does, it gives you some cooldown reduction, gives you some more Spirit Lifesteal, so you still get more Lifesteal from this. A big bullet shield health, which is something you should not scoff at, and then the actual fire rate and spirit power as you're just shooting, which is very nice. And it kind of is like the icing on the cake at the end there, just to really make sure you are just blowing people up. And with the full build, I mean, you do blow people up quite a bit. I mean, just base shooting like this with none of our abilities active, yeah, we're doing quite a bit of damage. Now imagine if you pop your 2, your 1, and then went and stunned this guy and he was just stuck in front of you, and then you started shooting. And you can see as the time you get through your entire magazine, yeah, you did quite a bit of damage. And then if your kudzu bomb is back up, you throw another one of those, instantly reload your mag, and go again. And that's not even counting things like putting your ult into the mix, which can go absolutely crazy. So that's basically the entire build. It's very fun. There's some other items you could sub in here, and if you guys want to tell me what you're building on Ivy, then I'd love to know. But that's what I've been building. I've been having fun with it, and it's been my highest damage games in general, I think, on Ivy with this build, just kind of tearing people up, especially as the game goes later. It's been fun. But the gameplay for you guys here doesn't go too late. Pretty simple clap for me and my teammates. First match of the day, and it was a pretty fun one, honestly. So hopefully you guys do enjoy that. Appreciate you watching, and let's go ahead and get on into it. All right, looks like we got our lane here with a Lash with that fantastic mustache. I mean, we might be kissing more than we're fragging. Put a point in my 1 because it is the best to start in this lane. But we are going to be starting to put 2 points into the 2 here. I'm not going to level it all the way, and I'll talk about that when we get more towards it. My first match of the day too, so we'll see how this goes. Furnace and Mirage. Alright. And I'll show you the build as we're going too. If I don't make like a little bit of intro going over it myself, which I might need to reload here really quick. Hopefully Lash secures this. And then this guy is gonna hide behind a barrel. Okay. Ah, that would have been a nice steal. Shoot him, Lash! Alright, we're gonna back up really quick. Again, put a point into our 1. Probably put our kudzu down here and give Lash some of our 1 to make sure we're securing this stuff. Oh, it's getting a little stuck, which is fine. We'll punch forward, but we gotta be careful of these stairs now because we can get targeted by the Guardian, so we wanna be a little careful of that. But some nice damage there. And we secure that first blood. Which I don't know if it's actually like a thing in this game. Is it like, can you get like a first blood that actually gives you more XP? I'm not sure. Or souls, I suppose, because souls are like everything in this game. We're gonna slide back really quick and probably focus these minions. I have another kudzu bomb in a second here. It's a pretty good area, so we use that to cook these guys up, punch these minions to secure them. And he's in a bad spot. Yeah, saw that coming. But we can start building at least here. Get Mystic Reach. That'll help us with our clear a little bit. And we'll go from there. I'm not trying to get too crazy on this guy because of that. But to be fair, I don't think they're going to try and dive this, but I still will back up just a little bit. I'm assuming they're going to go for some kind of like jungle clear or whatnot. Nope. That's fine. And we can get the second. So I like getting Mystic Reach here to start, just to help with a little clear and damage, and to make your kudzu bomb a little bigger. You can see there, it's quite a bit bigger now. And then go for basic magazine, which we're going to take in the Titanic magazine later on. Oh. Well, this is unfortunate, but... Oh. There we go. I was actually able to parry him back and stunned him, which looked like a bit of a glitch in terms of the actual animation, because I didn't think he was heavy punching there, and I just countered in case he was going to. We're going to put a point into our 2, like I said before. Make sure we secure that, and then we'll keep shooting these guys. But I guess somehow he did, and I got the reward for it, which is very nice. We're going to kudzu here, because we know Inverness is standing there, so we should try to frag him a little bit. And we're going to lose a little bit of souls there. Oh, I was going to say we'll steal some back. My aim's not the best right now. We're still warming up, so it's chill. 1300. We're going to need that much, 1250 right there to get Spirit Lifesteal. And we're going to go for Spirit Lifesteal and Bullet Lifesteal. I think I might do a little intro where I kind of describe what I'm looking for in this build. But that is very nice for us. I might stun this guy. Put a little kudzu there. And slide back really quick. Hopefully he's going to secure that, which he's not. Which seems about right for what he's done so far. He's not really bad at all. I think we're having a pretty good lane here. I'm pretty passive in lanes sometimes. If I'm solo, like if I don't know who my lane partner is, then I'm not going to be as like crazy going in on stuff. But if I'm queued with like my duo partner, who I usually am queued with, then I'm going to be a little more aggressive, because I like getting in there early is pretty fun to me. It's some of the fun of the game. I'm going to go for a ult here. If anything, just to get a big damage bump on them, and then land on the bridge here. And if he can secure that, I'm going to just do my 3 here. It does heal you, obviously, which is very nice, but also it will stun if you can get on top of them. So I wanted to make sure I could peel for him in case he got chased out. And he has some minions pushing up here, so we want to go ahead and stop those. These are like really likely to drop stuff, by the way. These 2 right here, like, I don't know what the drop chance is on them, but from what I've seen, they almost always drop things. So it's really good to focus those 2 little golden boys, or whatever you want to call them. Whoa! Oh, there's his ult. I was going to go for a punch, but easy there. We'll take our shots. We'll secure that. Do have our 2 going. Give him some little heals and stuff. If he just doesn't back up. Okay, he is backing up, which is fine. We're just going to throw a kudzu here. That'll take him out. And then we can slide out of there. That could have been a little cleaner of a fight. I could have parried him, which I've been trying to get better at the parrying. And I have, for the most part, honestly, against just regular characters like that, where I don't know the parry's going to be incoming as much, I'm not as good with it yet. And that's something I'm trying to improve on. We're actually going to put a point for 1, by the way, too, because the tier 1 of that extra charge, which is very good. And we'll get bullet lifesteal so we can have as much lifesteal as possible. Try to secure ourselves in these lanes and actually stick around in these lanes as much as, or as long as possible. That's how I look at it, at least. And he's really getting in there to a degree that I don't really love. I have a feeling Infernus, yeah, he's on our right. We just saw him moving up there. And I'm actually just going to go full back to base. Now that we see that he's using Mirage Ult, he's going to have a lot of extra fire rate and whatnot on his next clip. So we're just going to back and get out of there. And then heal ourselves and go back to lane a little healthier. And of course we have our ult now too. I'm not going to use my zipline because I don't really want to waste it in case I need to get back sooner. And a little bit of time here. I'm just going to hold it because I'd rather have it in case I do need to back again soon and come back. I like putting an ult or a point into everything on Ivy, just 1 point into everything. I'm going to cut him off with a stun here in case he walks back, but he's not going to. Cut him off with that. Good punch there. And go ahead like that. I'm gonna try to fly up here. Just gonna drop our bomb on him, and then we'll fly down over here. And then I'll probably try to get on top of him. This is a really good stun by him. I'm gonna try to use my stun too. Unfortunate, I got stuck on the Guardian with my 1 there. I was trying to throw my 1 back far enough so it could hit the actual Furnace. Let's chill. We'll steal some of his souls here, since he's not securing the best he could. We'll use our 2 so we can give that to ourselves, obviously. But the Lash as well, because he's doing really well. And we'll just start shooting this guy. We're at 1260, which means we can get this Mystic Shot, which I would love to have. Mystic Shot, obviously, some good stats on it. But let's do some extra damage, actual Mystic damage, with our bullets, which is very nice, especially in an Ivy build like this. Because, again, we're going for big lifesteal. And if we have Mystic Shot, then we can get Mystic lifesteal and Bullet lifesteal just by shooting our guns on these guys. So you get kind of everything just in one spray of your gun. And that's very good. And that does scale, too. Because the actual damage you get on that Mystic Shot improves as you have more Mystic power. So, that's stuff you want to get up right now. We're just going to blast this kid a little bit, scare him off. 150 damage, not bad there. You do want to be a little closer with Ivy. I think close quarters is a pretty good item to get on her. I think it helps her quite a bit. I'm going to just use my 3 here to heal him. Then I'm going to back up. Because I don't actually want to fight on this too much. And I'm going to go in with my ult just a little bit. Drop that there. And they just pushed up, unfortunate. I was actually going to right-click and cancel that. Something in my brain was like, no, use it. So I was like, okay. And I did. I'm going to use that to kill these minions, cut off some area, and get some lifesteal. And you can see, we are full health here. We'll just punch this guy, make sure we secure that. Whoop. And that as well. And looks like Lash is going to back up. Mirage is pushed up on the right here. I'm going to go ahead and... Oh. I'm going to say stun that guy. I should have turned around and really focused him a little more. But we did get Infernus ulted. Whoa! Okay! Well, we're going to go ahead and click on Paradox there. If you click on somebody, it says they're missing. She's a solo. No? Is she? Yeah, I think if she's lined up here, that means that she's purple solo, right? He did actually kill Mirage, so we're not too mad about that. The only thing we're not happy about is obviously dying, and then I didn't get an assist on it. But this is why I saved my zipline boost, so I can just get the back there quicker, because I don't have my ult right now. I'm trying to fall on this guy's head, but he's going to back up. Like a little stinky. I'm going to go ahead and slide at this girl. Throw a kudzu on her. Shoot right there. You can see the damage is stacking up pretty good on her. Flash is being a little scared right now. For some reason, which is fine, but he's full health, so I assumed he'd probably push up a little bit. We were doing that damage. Furnace is on the shop, not paying attention. And he's going to keep wiggling around. Let's just go ahead and put our kudzu here. I'm going to go ahead and drop this stun there. You can see it's going to hit him. I'm going to go ahead and ult because everyone's ulting. There we go. Where is little bro? Okay, they're both dead. Good. Nice gank. I'm gonna say nice gank in the voice chat, just so he knows that.
Oh shit!
You're good.
I still don't know what the hell the Mirage's plan was, because when I was fighting that 1v3, he like used his ult to teleport behind me, even though it was between Walker and Guardian.
Bro was just giving you a little kiss.
I don't know what his plan was there, but
That's funny. Yeah, I mean, honestly, kind of in the same boat where I'm like, what were they going for there? Once they saw the 7 walked in, they should have like not kept going on us, I think, but they did. This might be a little early to go for this kind of camp, just because this thing is pretty thick. But at the same time, we have pretty good lifesteal. Our abilities are just not the best cooldown yet, which is why we're going to get improved cooldown next. And this is where we're going to get like 3 big spirit items, all that get improved later on. Or, well, only one gets improved later on, improved cooldown. But The other two are going to be in the build for the entire game because they stay really good, really efficient throughout the entire game. So we're going to love stuff like that. Is she getting some push on him? On for it. Is anybody else here or just her?
Do they have any kill streak sound effects?
I'm not sure. Maybe. This guy's talkative now. I wanted to talk in chat just to give my teammate a compliment because, I don't know, I like when I do something good and someone compliments me, they're like, hey, good job. Feels good. And I think people play better when you give them a little compliment throughout the match or something. I don't think anyone's here to steal my souls, so I'm just going to shoot these and walk away, honestly. I probably should have punched that last one, but we have 4,400. This is an expensive build, but with the cooldown and the bolt resist shredder and the quicksilver, which we're going to put on our kudzu bomb, by the way. That's very good stuff right there. Obviously, the cooldown is very good, so we can spam our abilities. Get some spirit shield there, too, but this one is very good. Reduces your bullet resist from that spirit damage. I'm going to actually max the 2, which I don't usually do. Okay. I'm just going to stun her here. Use my 2 for some movement speed. Actually, I don't have movement speed on it yet because it's not at level 2. But I'm going to throw my kudzu bomb out there. Hopefully do a little damage to that little sucker. And this is why I like getting extra stamina early, because it's just really good. Ivy starts with 4 base stamina, so you're already zooming around. But if you just get extra, we're going to go superior stamina later on. You can see here. And you're just always able to dash jump, extra jumps, whatever you need to do. Just get around fast. This is where stuff is going to start getting expensive, but it starts getting really good too. Basically, you're just going to get a bunch of spirit power because, well, Ivy hits pretty hard on her 1 and her 3. I think what I've seen from most builds on Ivy is just almost raw spirit power, which isn't a bad way in the slightest to build her, and I've had a lot of games where it's very successful that way. My ult's up in 10. I'm getting green. I'm going to get ready to go over towards green here. You can see with this superior cooldown, or the improved cooldown, I should say, you can ult quite a bit. We're going to go ahead and just stun this girl again. And you can see here, we're going to use our 2 as well to give our teammate a nice little buff. Great Talon is super strong right now, by the way. As you can probably tell from that. And I'm going to throw my kudzu on these guys just because I want some lifesteal behind us. That ain't could have been better. They're flying away hard. I'm going to run towards blue. 7. Alright, let's get over there. I want 7 to know I'm just on the way so I can go and help him out in case this guy keeps going on him. The only thing I've been kind of thinking about this where I'm like, is it better? And you shouldn't punch in situations like that, by the way, because that's like the only way you can actually drop the kill is by having someone parry you. But when I can start my melee from around a wall, they're not going to see that animation building, so they're not going to have as much time to respond with their parry. So I think it's fine in those situations to be a little riskier with it. I heard somebody like pop my titties right there. So that's the only reason I went for the punch right there. I'm going to go ahead and put a point into my 1. Whoa. I'm going to fly here, honestly. Coming towards yellow. Go towards this guy. Alright, well, he got him, so never mind. I'm gonna fly out of my flying here in a second, but that's fine with me. Just gonna go ahead and try to stun her. This is bad for us now, though. I shouldn't have tried to help him there because he was not in a good spot. I was gonna use my kudzu there to try to stop these guys a little bit with some slowing, but yeah, he was gonna Great Talon ult me anyways. Great Talon is way too strong right now, I'll be honest. I do like building my kudzu second, just because you get a lot more spirit lifesteal from it, and it's easier to go ahead and put that down and help you tick down, like with this right here. Reduce bullet resist on enemies when you deal spirit damage, so you don't just have to rely on things like your Mystic Shot building the bullet shredder. And also, when you do get that duration there, it's nice. It's just longer duration, obviously. It stays there longer, so they're stuck in it. You can cook them with your bullets easier because they're stuck in that slowing field for a longer period of time. We have our zipline boost. We're going to fly down this lane and go into our ult when we get close. Probably about right here. And then we'll go like this. Looks like they just killed Mirage. Now, I should not go for this stun.
What the fuck?
I don't know. What do you do?
He got knocked out the zipline, so he just barreled towards the other side.
That's funny. This guy's funny. He's just making me laugh, honestly. We're just throwing bullets down there. I kind of Goomba stomped that walker with my stun, which is pretty funny to me. I don't want to get Mystic shot by this guy. I'm going to back up. If you guys want to go for mid, at least baiting it, we could. Just don't overstay your welcome there. I'm going to call mid. I don't think we really want to commit to it. Hey! Don't start it yet, Hayes, because I think they're running towards us. Maybe it'll take a fight in green, I think. I like making calls, especially when I can see my teammates are, like, in there. And we have a potential to fight. I'm going to try to stun this guy. Did hit him with it. We're going to avoid him right there. Go for a little dash jump here to get some distance. Keep shooting this little dude, who is just wildly strong right now. Holy schmacks, he's strong. I have my ult, so I don't feel too bad about resetting. I want to see if we could bait middle, but we didn't even have to bait middle because they just flew down there anyways. Unfortunately, I was going to say the team's going to get beat up for it, and I was also going to say Abrams didn't join that fight. He kind of just ran towards left, which isn't too bad because he did take that walker. The healing does persist on you like half a second there after you leave the base. Looks like they're going towards mid. So what I'm going to do, and this is kind of annoying, and you're going to see, actually starting from that low is not as bad. If people are doing mid, flying on them is honestly really a pain in the ass sometimes. I'm going to see if she's going to go out this door. Oh my god, she's slippery. We're just going to punch her in the back a bunch. There we go. Whoa! I can't see on this veil. I'm going to use a pre-stun here, assuming this guy was going to walk through, which he did, and we'll keep slowing him right there with the one, building up some spirit damage on him, and then go for an arm punch here, which is not going to really work because he's going to run in here, but it doesn't matter. We do secure the kill on him, which is very nice. We have 3,000 gold again, so we actually can get... Oh, okay. Hey, when that happens, I dash into a wall. We actually can't get our next big item, which is going to be the Titanic magazine. That's the next thing. You're just trying to get as big of a magazine as possible. I was going to say we could go for mid there, but I don't know. I don't think it was the right call again. I'm going to put this down just in case she jumps down, which she stayed up there, which is very good movement by her to actually make sure she doesn't fall. And he pushed her backwards, I believe. They're chasing us out in green. If you guys want to gank, I'm gonna just go ahead and throw my kudzu here.
Lash's ult base is like no fucking range.
Did you grab nobody?
Yeah.
I saw it go off. I was like ready for someone to come into my face. Wait, rephrase that. But then no one was there.
Yeah, hold up.
Oh shit.
Abrams going in.
Yeah, I'm following him. I'm gonna try to chase this guy out, to be honest with you. I don't know where he's going. I can actually fly over this building. You can fly really high. Go ahead and take her out. That's a nice kill for us. Nobody else is going to be able to catch her except for us, so that's something we love to see. We actually have pretty good shred on objectives too, so getting that is not bad for us. Now they did change it to where you actually do need to get both shrines to get the bonus from them. I'm going to go ahead and double the stun on this bitch. Pardon my French, but we'll take her out too. Use our slider on this corner here. And then we're going to go ahead and try to get this other shrine. You can just middle mouse click it, and that'll actually ping it, so then everyone knows, hey, let's get this. And then I'm going to back out a little bit. You can apparently parry these Guardians. Like I said, I'm not the best parrier in the world, so I'm not going to go ahead and try that too much. I do want to stick in here with my team a little more, but I want to make sure we do kill these Guardians really quickly. I'm going to throw my kudzu down there. It'll cook somebody if they come into it. But ain't nobody nutting in that shit right now. We should probably back out. We kind of got what we needed.
I'm committing. Fuck this shit.
No, don't full commit.
Not that hard.
Oh, okay, all right. Don't go too hard, Daddy. I'm getting out. That little big bro was like, "I'm full commit." Hey, don't do that. I don't think we should go that hard. All right, let's go back here and get our irons. We're never gonna get that built before we end this game at this rate. I like going Titanic. Obviously, you can do some more weapon damage, some melee resist, and spirit resist. That's something I've kind of noticed is like so much of the resist stuff, you don't really even need to get these vitality items as much to get that kind of resist because it is just on, in general, other items. These bullet items, these spirit items, they all share those kind of stats, so you don't need to go freaking out too much about it. Before we push again, though, I would love to get at least 3,000 souls, which he's pushing up here, so maybe I'll do that. Honestly, I'm on the way to that Mirage. Use control to get a little lower here. I'm gonna go ahead and stun him. I should have melee parried that just like that. There we go. That's the parries I know I can do if I actually pay attention. I was like, ain't no way you try to punch again, little stinky, but he was like, no, I smell terrible, and I'm gonna try it. We do have some unsecured souls here, so those are gonna trickle in over time, but I kind of need...
What the fuck? It's 200 damage now for improved burst?
A little more. I'm gonna try to stun both of these kids. Unfortunately, they're gonna back up a good bit there. We're gonna go ahead and kudzu her, which you can see is not gonna tick too crazy hard. I need 50. There we go. That's what I was waiting for. I see this paradox is pushed up to our left. I'm just gonna go ahead and actually grab toxic bullets because I want to shoot a little harder here. I want to use my stun preemptively in case she runs through, which we're not going to be able to get it on her. But that's completely chill. We're actually doing pretty good damage here, and with his CC, I think we should be able to secure this. Just like that. We're going to go ahead and throw down another kudzu bomb, slow her up, and take her out just like that. Whoa. I'm going to go ahead and stun this kid if he's pushing, but he's not going to. I could ult somebody with me, but I'm just going to ult myself because I don't think I really need to drop anyone else in on that. And we'll go ahead and drop the ult on his head and go ahead and shoot him up and take him out really quick. And this kid's still pushing right here. Okay, fascinating. I want to use my 2 right here. We'll drop a kudzu on top of this thing. And where is little bro? Oh, I didn't get my stun quite on him. Ouch. Okay, I need to back up really quick because I don't want to get smacked here, but we're just going to end the game, so let's go ahead and do that. GG, guys. And that's what you like to see. Hey, fuck you, bitch. You can see our shred isn't too bad. She's just running away. So GG to the chat right there. That was a really fun one. I didn't know we were going to clap that hard. But we had pretty good damage. All in all, I mean, well, we were second best on our team. Of course, in Abrams at that point in the game, it's going to be a pretty scary character to go up against because he kind of has, in my opinion, his highest capabilities and like the mid game where we were right there, because you can have your items like Spirit Strike, which is tier 1. You have your Colossus if you've been saving and getting a lot of kills because it's only tier 4 item. He only has 1 tier 3 item, so for the most part he was being able to save. And then he has things like melee charge and melee lifesteal, so you kind of get all those few items that you really need to make those melee builds come online. And his base kit is so strong in that mid game that he just was kind of clapping cheek holes. But we were doing pretty good too. I mean, we had some pretty good healing overall for what our kit was. Projected damage, not too bad. I wasn't really focusing that as much as just trying to shoot some people, and I'm not too mad about it. We clapped up pretty good there. That was pretty fun. I'll try this build again at some point. I will publish it, and then if you guys want to look it up, you can, because it's a really fun time, and I'll probably have filmed an intro and actually put it on. Or you know what, maybe I'll film an outro right here and show the actual build to you and what the express purpose of it is. But either way, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. And if you're people who've come from like Smite 2 content that I made in the past, I will probably make some more Smite 2 content at some point, but I'm just kind of waiting for the game to be more of a fun point and waiting for more player population to be on the game, because right now the matchmaking is terrible because the player population is way too low. So if you're somebody watching my Smite content, then don't worry, it'll come back when they fix their game a little bit. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and as always, have a great day.